Hello there and welcome back to my channel. As you can obviously already tell from looking at my face right now, today's video is a tutorial on this glitter skull. So if you want to see how to create this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so first going in with primer, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer. Then going in with some foundation. Today I'm going to be using the NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint in the shade Alaska Light 2. And since the bottom half of my face is going to be covered with face paint and all of the skull makeup, I'm not going to be needing to put any foundation down there. So I'm just going to focus it on like my forehead and underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to be using some Tarte Shape Tape to conceal and highlight. I'm in the shade Light Medium. And I'm not going to worry about highlighting my chin area since again, it's going to be covered with face paint, but I am going to cover up some of my blemishes with the Tarte Shape Tape. And then I'm just going to be blending that in with the Beauty Blender. Next, taking my Laura Mercier powder, I'm going to be setting my under eye area, and I'm just going to be packing that on with a Beauty Blender. And then to set my forehead, I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Fix Press Powder. I'm in the shade NW25. For bronzer, I'm going to be using NARS Laguna. I am going to be doing a little bit of a nose contour since the top of the nose will be showing. So I'm going to be taking a MAC 224 brush. I'm not going to be putting on any blush today, but I am going to be throwing on some highlights still. So for highlight today, I'm going to be using the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop, and I'm going to be applying that with a Smashbox fan brush. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be putting on some Lorac Behind the Scenes primer. So since this look is going to be gold based, I'm going to be taking a gold eyeshadow and lightly sweeping that all over my eye. So I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Half Baked Shadow. I'm going to be applying that on my lids with a medium shadow brush from Real Techniques. And then I'm going to be taking that same shadow but using my MAC 224 brush and putting it in the crease just to add a little bit more of that gold in the crease area. Then taking the Real Techniques shading brush, I'm going to be going in with the Becca highlighter again and putting that in my inner corners. And then taking that same shading brush, going back in with the Urban Decay Half Baked eyeshadow, I'm going to be putting that along my lower lash line. So I just picked this up yesterday. Oh, I'm hard to open. This is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade 630 Cashmere. It is like ridiculously creamy, and look how pretty that is. So since it is a jumbo eye pencil, it's gonna be kind of hard to do a thin line with it anyways, so we're just gonna go ahead and make a thick wing. Bam. That eyeliner is amazing. Then I'm just going to be taking a black eyeliner and putting that in my waterline just to darken it up and connect it a little bit more to the bottom half of my face, which is going to have those black elements. And then since I'm going to be putting on some fake lashes later, I'm going to be putting some Kat Von D Trooper black eyeliner in just a very thin line on my upper lash line. Next, I'm just going to comb my lashes. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Doing my usual brow routine, starting with the Benefit Brow in the shade number 3. Then I'm going to be going on top of that with the Benefit Gimme Brow, also in shade number 3. Now I'm going to be highlighting underneath my brow bone using the same Becca Champagne Pop highlighter and the Smashbox fan brush. So before I actually start putting on any of the face paint, I'm just going to be outlining what I think I want on my face with a white eyeliner. That way I can fix things before it gets too late in the process. And this is just the Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner Pencil in the shade Cashmere White. So first I'm just going to outline my nose. I'm just going to be taking that line all the way to the top of the ear. So now that I have kind of the top layer done, I'm now going to go in still with the white eyeliner and do the detailing of the skull. And I'm going to be starting with the teeth. Should I take it down my neck? Why not? I'm gonna take it down the neck also. Okay, so now that I have kind of the outline of what I want everything to look like, I'm going to go ahead and actually start applying everything to my face. So for the black and white portion of this look, I'm just going to be using some face paint. I picked these up at Target. It's just cream face paint. So since I'm starting with the white face paint, I'm going to be covering up some little markings like this and this that I'm going to be going back over later. So I really just wanted to get it all drawn on my face first so I could make sure I liked what I was going to be doing. I'm just going to take a quick picture of my face so I just remember these little lines, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started with the white. Just make sure to take it slow and really follow the lines that you drew. So this part of the nose, I'm going to be making gold. So I'm just going to be painting the white around it. And then since my teeth are going to be gold, I'm just going to be taking the white paint towards this bottom line and top line of teeth, but I'm going to be leaving the actual teeth blank for now. The first layer of white is now done. I'm just going to let it dry for a couple of minutes so I can fix up a little bit of the patchiness, like right here. So just give it a few minutes to dry and then do one more coat of the white. Okay, now that the white is on a little bit thicker, we are going to move on to the black. First, I'm going to be taking this fine liner brush with that black face paint, because a lot of the black lines are going to be thinner and more precise. So first I'm just going to be adding some detailing back, like those lines that were here and here that I covered back up with the white face paint. So I'm just looking back at my phone on where I drew those lines originally. Then I'm going to be adding those lines back onto my chin. And then these open spaces that are towards the inside of my face, I'm going to be filling in with the black also. Taking the fine liner brush from Real Techniques again, I'm going to be going over the white parts of the teeth with this black. So I think that'll give a good shadow in between the teeth. And as you can see, I'm just sort of forming a rough tooth shape with it. And then any gaps that have formed between the teeth, I'm going to also be filling in with the black. And this definitely does not have to be perfect because the gold glitter is going to be covering up most of the tooth. This is really just so if anything shows through, it has kind of that black shadow behind it. And then last teeth step before we put the gold on the teeth is to take the black and do a thin line all the way through the middle of the mouth. I'm just going to also be putting a little black line up here just to add some more dimension. And I'm also going to go ahead and take the black down my neck. So I'm going to be using this flat kabuki brush and putting the black on the outside of these white lines down my neck. I'm gonna have to wash a lot of brushes after this tutorial. And I'm kind of just gonna fade it into where the white stops. Okay, now that the black is done being painted down the neck, I'm going to finally be able to start on the gold. So in order to make sure that the gold sticks really well, I'm using a special glitter primer. The one I'm going to be using today is the NYX glitter primer. And then the glitter that I'm going to be using is also by NYX, and it is their gold glitter. So I'm going to be doing one section at a time, starting with my nose. So first taking the NYX glitter primer and putting that on my nose. And then to put the glitter on, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques shading brush and then just tapping it on. How cool is that? The next section I'm going to be doing with the glitter are these two empty spots on the side of my face here. So same thing, I'm going to be brushing on the NYX glitter primer and then going on top of it with the gold glitter. Now for the teeth. So I think I'm going to add some of this gold glitter as an eyeliner. I'm going to be taking a small brush and the glitter primer and running that over where we put the gold eyeliner. And then just dusting that on top of the glitter primer on the eyes. That is definitely more of a pop. All right, now we're going to be putting on some lashes. And I'm going to be putting on the Ardell number 110 lashes today. And I'm going to be using the Duo Eyelash Glue in clear white. These lashes are like super natural and light, so definitely good lashes for a beginner. Okay, and then the last step is just to add the glitter to the neck. So I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did with the glitter everywhere else, where I'm going to be putting down the glitter primer and then putting the glitter on top. Okay, and there you have it. I think that this looks so freaking cool. I am obsessed with the glitter, and I really hope that you guys like it also. If you want to keep up with me outside of my videos, then definitely make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that fun stuff. I will leave my username for everything down below in the description box, along with a list of all the products that I used here. Thank you so much for watching. Please do take a second to subscribe if you are not subscribed to my channel already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!